Right then, right then.
Right then, hello all.
Evening all. Lovely to see so many people in the comments already. And I've just spotted Sandra Meredith's in here, and she's all the way from Melbourne, Australia, and it's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Sandra. Special people are born in July, aren't they, Annie? Yes. So thanks for joining in, because that's going to be stupid o'clock then, isn't it? So that must be about what?
Well, I'm confused now because isn't it tomorrow in Australia?
We were behind, weren't we, when we were in Australia? So we're in front. So it's early hours of this morning. So it must be about. Oh, Sandra, let us know. You know what we're like with time.
Just now and again, Australia is the second, one of the first 2 or 3 places in the world to celebrate New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so they're behind us. So it'll be this morning. It's the 6th.
So they're one of the first people to celebrate New Year's Eve.
So they're
one of the first.
Oh,
so that means for Sandra, it's the 7th now. So she's just getting this on. It's not her birthday at all.
So, oh, Sandra, let us know what time it is in Australia.
I'm saying it's about 4 a.m. on the 7th.
Well, I'm not, because when we've done our Zoom with our patrons in Australia.
Well, when Sandra tells us, you'll have to humbly apologise to me.
Yeah, we do it. Actually, we do it early, and they're in the evening. You're right, Paulie Morgan. I said it live. I've said he's right.
I'm so glad that these lives are recorded. Whenever I'm at a low ebb, I can look at this and say, "You were right, Paulie."
Yes. So Jack was the first here today. So good evening, Paul. I hope you're well and had a good week. Looking forward to live. We've had a busy week, haven't we? It's just been full on, because getting ready, obviously, for going away, editing. We've had quite a few things that we wanted to do within the house and garden and stuff. So we'll be glad of a break, won't we, Paulie?
Oh, I'll tell you, so we got such a hard life, haven't we?
I know. Kevin's here, so we're going to be seeing Kevin soon, so that'll be lovely. And Kevin's quite rightly put, if you have a question, please start it with question, because it does help us pick out from the comments. So
does it help us pick out the questions?
It does. What did I say?
I don't know, it's just being flippant.
You're being naughty.
No, not at all.
Anyway, let's have a look at what we've got. So we'll wait to hear from Sandra. So Catherine's
birthday it may or may not be.
So Catherine's right then, even though sitting here ready and waiting with a glass of bubbly to celebrate the fact we booked the group cruise today. Yes, extended balcony mini suite. Oh, lovely. Ooh. Beyond excited. Thank you, Dan. Ooh. Yeah, not sure Dan's been fair play. He's been up against it because he's been going through obviously all the pre-registration form. I spoke to him earlier and he's like, oh my God, he's still got around about, lots and lots of emails to get through. We feel so humble that people wanted to cruise with us. It's just blown our minds how many there are. And already in our Facebook group, we've got quite a crowd there, which are already chatting together. And I love it. It's just, I can't believe this whole community is just, we're going to have so much fun in 2025. So yes, so enjoy your bubbles. We're on water this week because we had a few wines and beers last week, didn't we, to celebrate meeting up with the Canucks.
We got chastised by somebody who said that we drink far too much. And how disgraceful we are.
We shouldn't be drinking on a live. But I thought, well,
my thoughts was you can go.
Paulie Morgan. Anyway.
My thoughts was you can go and watch somebody else, is what I was going to say.
Anyway.
What you thought I was going to say.
He will know because he's been banned.
Yeah.
So we don't tolerate rudeness or anything on these lives. So anyone in our community or anyone to us. So if you are watching our lives and you want to start throwing stuff, you'll just be banned. We just block you. Anyway, let's get on to happier things. So Rose is here. So nice to see you here, Rose. Have a great birthday. I'm very happy to book group cruise with the lovely Dan. Yes, he is. He is lovely. And Corinne's here. Carole, please can you tell me the name of the port you went to in Corsica? I think Corinne's being naughty because she knows I can't say it because Corinne's one of our patrons and I've just been struggling with Ajaccio. Is it Ajaccio?
I don't know. It's
Ajaccio.
You're saying that more like it's Italian, but it's French.
Yes, we know that now.
Oh, Ajaccio. We don't know. Anyway, just to let you know, it's not all about Carole's birthday. This cruise is a triple whammy of celebrations coming up when we fly out on Saturday. So it'll be 2 years since Carole retired.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. It'll be her 50th birthday. And it'll be,
I don't mind saying how old I am. I'm not embarrassed by it.
63.
No. I'll be 57.
And it'll be 14 years since I started my business.
Yes. So lots of celebrations this month.
Definitely.
So yes. And Frank and Jenny are from New Mexico. So lovely to see you both here. Andy and Carla here. Even very, very happy to have booked the group cruise. Can't believe it already has more than 50 members. It has. I know. It's mad, isn't it? Thank you so much.
I haven't been invited.
You're not on Facebook.
Oh, is that
All he does is go on my Facebook.
Oh, is that what it is? That's why I haven't had a link.
So lots of people here. So lots of birthdays this month. And so happy birthday, Sandra, for today or yesterday.
Or tomorrow, whichever one it is.
Happy birthday, Carole. I hope you have a great time on your birthday adventure. I'll be celebrating mine on Sunday with Les Grandeur, a trip to the local tapas bar.
Oh,
we do like a little bit of tapas, so enjoy. So question, sorry, good evening. If you book the group cruise, how do you get insurance so far ahead? We have annual insurance, so ours just rolls over.
But you should
be able to book.
Yeah, you should still be able to do it. Even if it means you have to phone up the said insurance company, you should be able to.
I've not. If anyone's had any experience in the comments there, so let us know, because we've, like I say, have our annual insurance, so it just rolls over. But I'm sure if you book in advance, then it should be
fine.
Not a problem. Morris is here. We can always rely on Morris to come out with the good questions. So, what is your favourite sandwich on a cruise and at home? Are they different? Yes, mine are.
Go on, you go first, huh?
At home, if Paul's out and busy and I just want a quick lunch, I love a Marmite sandwich. But it's got to have nice thick butter, and I just goop all the Marmite on. For those who don't know what Marmite is, it's like a very a yeasty beef paste, isn't it? A bit like what is it in Australia? Vegemite, but it's better than Vegemite. Yeah, that'll cause a debate, but I think so. I had Vegemite when I was in Australia, but I did prefer Marmite. But I guess that's just what I'm used to.
On a cruise?
And on a cruise, I try not to eat a lot of bread on a cruise, but I love ham. If I was going to have a sandwich, I just love ham. So I would have probably ham and salad.
So what I love is, I'm going to say a sandwich now, and you're already going to change your mind about what you had. Because when we were on, I think, Anthem of the Seas, we went to that cafe right at the back.
Oh, yes.
And you had a roast beef sandwich with gravy on it. What was that like?
Oh, awesome. In 270, isn't it? The big place at the back of Anthem of the Seas. They do the best beef and gravy sandwich, wouldn't it?
Yes, and they also do amazing pastries.
They do.
Because I had a Napoleon slice.
So what was your home? I know what it is.
What is it?
Cheese and pickle.
Cheese and pickle.
Yeah.
Cheese and pickle all the way. Got to be Branston, though. The Branston. I wasn't going to say other pickles are available, but, maybe somebody from Branston might send me a case. I don't know.
Branston's very expensive now,
isn't it? That's what I thought, Branston pickle. I'll say it again. Branston pickle.
Marmite. Paul hates Marmite.
I don't know. What is my favourite one on Earth?
Well, you just said it. You like a meatball. You like meatballs. You like a meatball sub.
I like a meatball-y type thing, yeah. So anything like that.
Any gooey you like,
I'll tell you what, if this is classed as a sandwich, I had a Guy's burger on the Carnival celebration. And I suppose it's bread with filling in the middle. And that was pretty spectacular.
It's not really a sandwich, it's a burger. I suppose it is 2 pieces of bread with some meat between. You could argue that, couldn't you?
So,
So anyway, so Grace is here. So let's see, Gracie. Anyone on Threads? Because Instagram have announced Threads today, which I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I thought, I'll just have a look at Threads and see if we can just do it. Anyway, it was very easy to set up. It's a bit like the Twitter of Instagram. Twitter's getting a lot of flack at the moment because of all the issues with Elon Musk and stuff, and some people find it a very toxic place. I don't mind Twitter so much. I don't use it. I forget it's there, to be honest. So it'll be interesting how Threads go, and it is basically how you can, a bit like a chat more so than. But I can see that lots of people are already signed up for us, and vice versa, because you can automatically add the people that you follow on Instagram. But anyway, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone's doing Threads. Trevor, Johnny and Wills, nice to see you guys from a very wet and soggy Belfast. We've had glorious sunshine today, haven't we? It's been lovely.
We've had some nice weather. I've been a very good boy.
Yes, he has.
I've had my hair cut.
Yes. Holiday hair.
I broke my glasses, which are hanging by a thread. I took them into the shop and they said, yeah, we can send them off for you. I said, well, that's a lot good to me, mate, because I'm going to Canada on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
are you going to glue them?
I don't know what to do.
Yeah. We'll have to get some
if
cheapy readers.
If I stick some pegs in the top to hold the glass in, it'd be all right.
Yeah, you could look like...
I'll just look like Dane
who was the guy off Coronation Street who always used to have the sellotape around his glasses? Jack Duckworth.
Oh, Jack Duckworth.
Jack Duckworth. Yeah. If anyone remembers him. Oh. So Amy's here. So lovely to see Amy. Amy's getting all cruise ready. She's had her hair done today as well. We've been talking in our Discords. Everyone's getting... Lots of people... Well, it's summer, isn't it? So lots of people cruising. Google Claire's here. Love to see
Claire,
Google.
You get a special mention in episode 4. We've just put episode 3 is out tomorrow.
Yes,
Marella, and episode 4 will be the following Friday, and Claire gets a special mention. Well,
patrons and YouTube members will see it. I'm just about to upload it, so it should be coming your way in the morning. So and Sam and Tony here, so lovely to see you. So many people. Happy birthday, Carole. Thank you, Morris. Yes. And Corinne says it's really sunny in Surrey too. So Hawks Travels is here, who's joining us on our group cruise. So right then, has everyone got the deck plans out? Sorting where they fancy on Sky? Yes. We booked our cabin. We booked a mini suite. So it's sort of mid-ship, haven't we? So we're definitely going, which is always a good thing.
Well, we thought it'd be rude not to now, to be honest.
Can you imagine?
What we were going to do, we were just going to be at Southampton with boxfuls of merch.
Yeah.
Sat everybody like T-shirts and lanyards and mugs and all that sort of stuff, and then get back in the car and drive home with all our ill-gotten gains.
Yeah, talking of merch, we've had some samples. Just need a little tweaking, don't we? So have some lovely samples. And one, the ladies' T-shirt, I didn't want a really sort of tight round neck like this. I want more of a V-neck, a scoop. So we're working on that, but we're getting very close, aren't we, with the merch?
Can I tell the truth now? My shirt fitted me and Carole's didn't, and she was very disgruntled and said that
mine was a little bit tight.
I wasn't allowed to wear mine unless she had hers to wear. So I could show you now, but Carole's like, I don't want you wearing your shirt if I haven't got one.
No, the shirt was a little bit on the snug side, but it was still, I didn't want the round neck.
Okay. So can I put my shirt on next show?
No. So
can I show him a coffee cup?
No, because it's not finalized. I don't want to show people stuff that's not finalized. I can show you a sticker. I think we got the stickers out before, didn't we?
Yes.
Anyway, that's the dirty. I made it into a little mat. Oh, anyway. So Tony's here from Los Angeles. So I bet it's warm over there. It's nice to see you, Tony. Yvonne's here. And Maureen's here, and Travels with Lizzie Lou is just about to get on Anthem, I believe, aren't you, Lizzie? She's travelled down to Southampton today.
Yeah, I just read her Facebook post. So make sure you go to that cafe at the back, have a roast beef and gravy sandwich, and then as you face towards the back of the ship, there's a little sort of glass-fronted area with the most delicious cakes, and they do a fantastic. We used to call it an iced slice.
Yeah.
Which is 2 lots of lovely pastry type stuff, icing on the top, and then in the middle can either be jam and cream or custard. But I was on a Fred Olsen cruise, and I have to say it was probably the best iced slice I'd ever had.
Yeah.
And I asked the chef, because I didn't see any for the next 2 or 3 days, and he said, "Oh, you mean a Napoleon slice?"
Yes, they called it Napoleon slice.
Well, I didn't know it's called a Napoleon slice. So then I said, "So, chef, when's the Napoleon slices reappear?" And he said, "Oh, no, we only do them on the first day."
Yeah, which is a shame.
So I ate his hat off.
No, you didn't. You wanted to.
That would have been good, though, wouldn't it?
So Wendy's asking, I'm looking at booking a Danube River cruise in October on Avalon. Would you recommend for a single traveller? Would I look awkward being on my own? A Billy No Mates. Definitely recommend a river cruise for someone that's solo, because there's only about 150, 200 passengers on board. You get to talk to people right from the start, and you get to see the same people. So, and we had a couple of solo travelers on both of our cruises, didn't we? That we got chatting to. So I don't think that would be an issue.
Unless, of course, you're really annoying in real life. And then obviously nobody will want to talk to you. But if you're really nice, which I'm sure you are, it won't be any problems. What we did, we had people.
Well, we were really annoying, probably.
Oh, we were the annoying ones. They say if you're on a bus and there's no weirdos on there, that means the weirdos are you, because there's always a weirdo on a bus. But yeah, we there was a few solo travelers, and it was almost like they just got integrated into the group for the quizzes and everything.
Yeah, it was great.
On. It was seamless, wasn't it? It was really
good. It was lovely. So definitely recommend Wendy. Yeah. Amy saying happy birthday. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you so much. And Sweet Nature's here as well. So lovely to see you guys. Got lots of birthday messages. Kevin's just saying, don't forget to, if you enjoy our lives, just give us a thumbs up. It really does help. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Tom and Dom have arrived too. So lovely to see you guys. And the cruise monkeys are in the house. Ooh, hey!
Got all the bloggers in tonight.
Yeah, that's lovely. Great to see you all here. Jerry's in as well. Gosh, so many people. Right then, Keith and Christine are here. And Dave's here as well. So always lovely to see Dave. And Steve Wheeler saying, Happy New Year, Carole. I know I'm not good with my time, Steve, but actually...
She's not that bad.
No. Oh, and Grant's here too, so it's always lovely to see Grant. Let's have a look. Let's look at the next question, because there's so many people saying happy birthday. Let's get to a question.
There might not be any.
Oh, yeah, Anne Arnold said, it was lovely to meet you in Trago Mills last week. Do you know, I was away for the weekend. One of my besties, Deb, is getting married in September, and we had a girlies' hen weekend down in Cornwall near Padstow. We had these two lovely lodges with whirlpools on the roof in a place called Retallack. Yes, it was. It's an away resort.
Carole, as you know, Carol's the master of pronouncing names, so I'm sure
it is Retallack Resort and Spa. Anyway, on our way down, my friend Kate is all excited about our merch, because she's a very talented girl and she does lots of sewing, and she wants to make me a bag with our I can show you that actually, with our logo and stuff. So we thought halfway down to Cornwall, because it's a long drive from where we live in Gloucestershire. It's a good sort of three and a bit hours. We stop at Trago Mills, which is basically, for those that don't know, like this big outlet just off the motorway. And we were in there looking, because my friend Kate has done this material to make can you see it, for a bag with right then and Paul. This is a sample, and we wanted to get some coloured material, some bright blue material to do the lining of the bag. And we were stood by the materials, and of course, my friends that I hang around with normally don't sort of understand YouTube and that people actually recognise us when we're out. And this Anne came up. All of a sudden, I thought, this woman's staring at me over there. And then I said, can I, are we in your way? And she said, no, I just wanted to come and say hi, because they love Marella cruises. So thanks for saying hi. My friends thought it was the weirdest thing ever. They're like, oh my God. And they didn't stop talking about it all weekend. But anyway, we got the material. So Kate's now going to order all the material that we need. She's making me a fancy bag. So as soon as I get that, I'll let you know. But lovely to meet you, Anne. And thanks for stopping to say hi. So, Tanya's in Alabama, but it is hot and humid there. Got so many people here. Colette's packing for a cruise on Saturday while watching.
We should be packing for a cruise, but
a cruise makes us about threads. So, yeah,
do you want me to feel this one?
You haven't even looked at it. You don't even know.
I have no idea.
I was hoping to go on it, Gavin and Luke, and think, oh, this is new, this is interesting. For me at the moment, it just looks like a Twitter without the hashtags. So whether it'll be easy to... I like the interface. I felt it was quite easy to set up and use. For my old brain, it was easy to understand. So I'm waiting for something different to happen, and I haven't seen that yet. So if anyone's discovered something new about threads in the comments, then let us know, because, it's nice, but...
So is
it going to be useful? Who knows?
Is interface
just how you use it?
Oh, I was just going to say, is it the same as shut your face, or is that
no, that's something different. Okay. Right. So let's see. Question. Susan Wilson asking, group cruise, do Princess provide coach travel? No, not that I'm aware of, but there are other companies around, like Eve's Travel and stuff, that provide coach travel, that people do get down to Southampton. So if anyone knows of any, because we've never got the coach, have we? So we don't know that.
No. And I think that's going to be the beauty of things like the live we're doing now and the Facebook group, is all that sort of stuff is going to be a great place for people to get to know each other, and it's also going to be a great place for finding out information, like getting some coach travel, depending on where you are, Susan. But
yeah, don't know. We'll have to look at that. Alfie's here. Always good to see Alfie's coming on our group cruise. And Luby saying it's definitely a rabbit. No, it's not. On our latest video,
that wasn't even an option.
No, I thought it was a dog. Paul thought it was a pig.
And I must admit, the vast majority have said dog, which is what Carole said, but a few people have said pig, so it's made me realise that I'm not quite as mad as I thought I was. But
well, the votes are in. It's definitely a dog. So so let's have a look. Kenga Cruising's just in, so lovely to see you guys.
Oh, Ken, just to let you know, I will answer your email, but I keep forgetting. But I'll come back to you about the racing situation and the engine.
So I write you a note? Yeah.
Carole didn't write me a note, was the trouble.
That's right.
So it's Carol's fault, technically.
No, I passed on the message and I left it to your own adult. Well, we can have that debate now if you like.
Well, that's right.
So Life in the Park saying, happy birthday, Carole, and congrats on the 2-year retirement anniversary. I know, it's gone so quick, isn't it? My last shift as a nurse was on the 8th of July. So when we fly out to Calgary on Saturday, that would have been 2 years. It's mad that it's gone so quick. But I've got no regrets whatsoever. No regrets.
As I'm the same, 14 years, biggest decision I ever made in my life.
Yeah, that was a biggie, wasn't it?
And it's the best thing, apart from meeting this bird here, the best thing I ever done.
Yes, I totally agree. On both.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So Rebecca's here from North Yorkshire. Everyone's saying happy birthday. Oh, Dick's here. Oh, lovely to see Dick. Yeah, you have been quiet. So I can't I haven't been around for a month. Had lots to write for university. No problem. Hope your course is going well. Also, we've been installing new furniture in our apartment. Oh, that's always exciting. Thanks so much for the lovely postcard. No problem. If you're one of our patrons, we send out postcards to
depending on what.
Depending on what level you're at. So that's lovely. Gosh, so many people. Let's see what questions. Yeah, Corinne's talking about insurance. I got tickly cough. Like you renew.
I think because obviously you won't have to pay the balance for a long time anyway. I don't know what deposits obviously individuals have had to pay, but obviously you do want to get something in place because you don't want.
Well, you just never know, because if you, as soon as we, that's why we have annual insurance. Obviously, we go away a lot. But then we never have to worry that as soon as you book, should things happen, then you've always got that done. Jason, my daughters, they've also booked on the group cruise. Brilliant. Thank you so much. It's just, like I say, I don't want to keep going on about it, but it's just been blown our mind how many people want to come. So Rebecca saying, I know you two have watched all your videos. I'm going on to a cruise on 17th of July. So enjoy.
I think I'll have a fabulous time. Elaine Lloyd, I totally
so
agree.
Elaine, yes, she's in the
comments.
I love Marmite. Paul hates it. So let us know if you're a lover of Marmite. Yes. Lizzie Lou. Woohoo! Marmite sandwich. So all the special people like Marmite.
Yes.
Sorry, Elaine, I don't mean to be
the special people.
Yes. And Paula said, we'll raise a glass for you for my birthday. Thank you. That'll be lovely. Sheila loves it. Loves the Marmite. So always go and just happen to catch our lives. That's nice. Can't stay long. Like I say, with our lives, we know people are busy and stuff. If you just want to pop in 10 minutes and say hi, then that's lovely. And Claire, she's had Marmite on toast for dinner a few nights ago. Yeah. It is comfort food, I think, isn't it, Marmite? It's lovely.
Apparently it goes very well with the cheese sandwich, is what I've been led to believe.
Yes, cheese and Marmite's nice. Yeah. And Dick says, yes, cheese and pickle.
Ooh, yes.
Right, Janet Palmer's asking, hi, both from sunny Persia, very excited for the group cruise. Yes. Do you know how strict P&O are being check-in times going on Ione on the 15th of July? We do tend to stick to our times, don't we? The only time that we went early once was on a Cunard, and just because of the circumstances we were in, and it wasn't a problem. I don't know. I know obviously Kenga Cruising and the Cruise Monkeys are in, and they've done a lot of P&O. We've only done a couple, haven't we?
They
and
are
actually
P&O
went on our
aficionados.
Yes, they are. So
Ken's done about 400 P&O cruises.
400.
Yeah. No, I think he's done about 25.
He's done a lot.
Done
Well,
about
and the
25.
monkeys have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hannah's asking, hi, new viewers here. My mum, Ralph and I own next week cruising around the fjords as a surprise for her 60th birthday. Oh, the cruise monkeys are going on soon. I wonder if you're on the same cruise. What?
I'm just reading there what to pack. Now, under normal circumstances, that would be such an easy question to answer. But the last 3 times we've been to the fjords, the weather has been bonkersly good.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously good, like walking around in shorts and t-shirts. Prior to the last 3 times we went, we've had rain, we've had drizzle, we went on an excursion once and we refused to get off the coach because the weather was so bad. But
I think the key to
layers.
Yeah, layers. And it is, because we're obviously going to Alaska. We've been told that the weather at the moment in the majority of the ports that we're going to and in Banff and around Jasper is very pleasant, but it can change very quickly. So just make sure you take a selection of clothes that will be for any weathers, but just make sure you take layers rather than taking thick sweatshirts and thick jumpers. Just make sure I always tend to take like a little vest top and then a t-shirt and then a thin fleece. So then, you could just strip off your layers.
And then a coat and then a cagoule.
Well,
and then a suit of armor.
No. So I just say just pack layers because you never know with Norway. And thankfully, the last few times, like Paul said.
Weirdly, we've been to Norway 6-7 times, I bet now.
Yeah.
And
I go back again tomorrow.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah.
But it's never, ever been really cold. Cold has never been an issue.
The Seeking the Northern Lights was really cold because we went up right to Hollandsvarg.
But if you remember, we went to the beach. We went to the beach that one day.
We did, but one day in Hollandsvarg, we stayed up for so long we felt like we were freezing. Remember?
Yeah, but that was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, it wasn't.
Looking at Northern Lights.
11 o'clock in the morning, walking around Hollandsvarg. It was. Paul forgets.
She's making it up.
Claire's been enjoying Threads. So it's a bizarre thing, isn't it? They bring up these new things and you think, my first thought was, oh my God, another social platform that we'll have to be active on if we want to be, continue growing and stuff. And I thought, can my brain cope with it? But actually it seems quite simple. But who knows? Oh, and Heather said she's looking forward to our Alaska videos. I lived there for 5 years. It's very isolated, but very beautiful. Yeah, we can't wait. Do you know when you get that? I know people that cruise or go on holidays or you're excited, that butterflies in your stomach. I'm at that stage now. I'm feeling really, woo. It's lovely. Corinne's saying, Marmite and cucumber. Eat it soon, though. Otherwise, the salt in the Marmite brings out the water in the cucumber. Yeah, osmosis. Oh, I remember something from school. Look, osmosis. But that's true, isn't it? Because it'd be like a... What?
So I'm assuming then, now I'm going very scientific. So you're saying then that a slug wouldn't like Marmite?
No, but I know a slug loves cucumber because one year, honestly, I was so proud. I haven't grown tomatoes and cucumber in my greenhouse for a little while. And one year I grew cucumbers and I was so proud. There was this huge cucumber when it poured. It was really long. And they're quite prickly, aren't they, homemade cucumbers? But they're very, very
homemade.
Well, homegrown, sorry, not homemade. And I went in there one day and I said to him, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And no joking, all that was left was the skin dangling like some flappy
like
things.
A pop balloon.
Yeah, prickly pop balloon.
Oh, see,
that was a bit darker green. But anyway, and
how do you know that the pop balloon wasn't dark green that I was describing?
Well, anyway, and I thought, what on earth happened? I looked down, no joking, the slug was as big as a cucumber. It had just ate this whole cucumber. So I ran in the house. I thought, I can't pick that up. I thought I couldn't even get on a trail. So I rang in and got Paulie out and said, look, and you couldn't even get it on a spade, wouldn't it? You had to get it on a spade to get rid of it. Oh, but it was as big as that big skirt round. It was horrible.
My favourite spade, it was. And then what do I do with it, lad? What did I do with it?
I can't remember. Okay. Did we put it in a bucket and put salt on it?
No, I wouldn't do that. I think I released it back into the wild.
Oh, dear. So, do you know if cruises in September are less busy around the pool? No. Pools on Marella, the Voyager, because they've only got the one pool deck. They've got a child's pool in the kiddies area, haven't they? Which is very small. But on Marella Voyager, there was just the one pool deck. It was a big deck, and it's in essence got two pools, hasn't it? With a raised area in between. Pools get busy all the time. If you're a lover of sunbathing and want to spend time at the pool, you've got to get there early to get beds. We dropped lucky a couple of times, didn't we? Or on Voyager, they've got these little cabanas that you can actually have your own private space, but they're crazy money. They're £249 for a week, and was it £100 for a day?
I'm hoping that Marella will realise the error of their ways.
There was nobody in them
the whole time we were on that cruise in 7 days, and we had some cracking weather.
Yeah,
not one person did I see in them cabanas.
No.
And what amazed me was at no point, you know, every day there's like, there's a deal on at the spa today where you get this, that, and the other, or blah, 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 blah. It's port day, get so much off this. Not any point did they say, oh, have a cabana. You'd have thought, because it's the old adage of nobody wants to eat in an empty restaurant. Yeah. But if they'd have said, right, well, today only, it's 30 quid for a cabana.
Yeah.
Then they might have got 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, we would have probably thought.
And then somebody might have thought, oh, well, that looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But when they're like completely empty.
Yeah.
And remember as well, what you get in your cabana, like Jerry and Jill, the cruising canoes, they had a cabana on Holland America, which is poolside. You get waiter service. You get you get
Hal do it really well, don't they?
You get nibbles brought to your
mouth.
To your mouth.
Not quite to your mouth.
To the cabana.
Yeah.
You get drinks brought to your cabana.
Yeah.
On Marella, you get nothing. You get nothing at all.
So why would you do that?
You don't get any drinks included. You don't get any food included. There's no service included. It's basically
you get 2 beds,
like a pod that looks like an old-fashioned pram that's got a thing that comes over. So if you want a bit of shade, but you get nothing. And for £100 a day, I would surmise to say that they'll never, ever, ever get anybody to rent one.
No, they need to rethink it. Definitely add something or put the cost down. Dick says he's on Threads. Well, make sure you follow Stick and we'll follow you back. So Warren's getting ready to go to Norway. Watch The Troll Hunter. Have you watched that? Fun movie.
I haven't.
Grace is saying that Princess of the Summer's International Cafe. International Cafe is very good. The only thing that we found, they do the most odd pies. They do a cheeseburger pie and stuff, and sometimes they don't warm them up enough, do they? And we had a couple of cold pies. Ken Goes Cruising was with us then. I could put my finger in the pie, and it was really cold, wasn't it?
Ken, he's been a very bad influence on me for the few years we've known him, to be honest, making me stay up drinking late and eating late. But what I will say is when the International Cafe's got plenty of time on their hands, and they do like the toasted sandwiches and they warm the pies up and stuff. It's great. But when it's getting, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and all the drunken people, which obviously I wouldn't put myself in that category, but a lot of people who've had too much to drink, there's then a big queue.
Yes.
And so the warming up of stuff or the toasting of stuff only gets about 50% of what it should have.
Yeah.
Because the queue's so big.
Yeah.
I'd just rather wait and it'd be done properly. But yeah, they do some cracking stuff and they do some fantastic toasted sandwiches. But then it's like weird stuff, like they'll do like a toasted sandwich that'll have like lettuce or something in it.
And it goes all limp.
And then and so they've sort of warmed up something with lettuce in, and it's like, oh, not so sure. But all in all, when you've had a couple of shandes, is any port in a storm, isn't
it is. So Life Parts on Threads as well, and tips for travelers. Gary's here. Hey Gary, nice to see you. So don't see the point, there's nothing that's exactly how I feel. I was thinking what's going to pop up and what's going to be different that's going to make this stand out from the crowd, but nothing yet. And the other thing, Gary announced on his live, he's coming on our group cruise, so we're so excited to have Gary on board. So even if you don't like us, just book our group cruise because you'll meet Gary.
And Gary's already arranged. He's doing Q&As. He's doing a session with a live band.
Dance classes.
Gary's just cancelled his Paul and Carole cruise. It's fabulous for Gary to come and support us, and we very much appreciate it.
Exactly that. Sherry's talking about meatball subs now, also ham and cheese. I learned about cheese and pickle by watching Endeavour. Anyone watch do you know what that is?
Yes, of course I do.
Anyone watch the final episode of the series?
Endeavour.
Oh, the precursor
Yeah,
to Inspector
yeah.
Morse.
Well, I was going to
Yes.
say prequel, but I won't argue with precursor. Yeah. So basically, they did Morse, then they did Lewis, and Lewis was Morse's right hand man, and that was the Kevin what's his face out of Our Vida Saint Pet. That's really going back now for you youngsters. You won't know what that is. And then they bought out Endeavour, which is when Morse was just a young whippersnapper coming up through the police force. I was trying to describe to somebody, this is a proper tangent now. I was trying to describe to somebody, so the older people on here will remember a program called Our Vida Saint Pet.
Yes.
And I was trying to describe who it was, who was in it. And then all of a sudden I had a moment of clarity. I said, oh, you know the band, the 1975? And Carole looked at me as if to say, well, you don't know the band 1975, which I don't. I am familiar with, they're there, but I couldn't tell you one of their songs. And one of the main stars in Our Vida Saint Pet is the dad of the lead singer of the 1975, who apparently is going out with Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Or somebody like that. I don't know.
Who's going to be the most richest pop star in the world?
Yeah. And then on another tangent, somebody interviewed Taylor Swift. And they were chatting away. And they said, right, back to the studio then. Thank you ever so much, Taylor Smith.
Smith?
Yeah.
That's just
and Taylor Swift just stood there like, well, what's she call me? Taylor Smith.
So Jack loves Marmite and cheese. Alfie said cheese, tomato and Branston.
That's just over the top. See, you have to go too big, don't you? I thought Alfie's sandwich would be a sandwich that he taught me how to make.
Yes.
Which is now our version. I'm going to say it's Alfie's version, but I've tried to adopt it, which is a better version of the sausage and egg McMuffin that McDonald's do.
Yes.
But with the Alfie recipe, it's sausage, it's egg, and then if you can go on a cruise that's got a round hash brown that fits perfectly in the roll, that is the future.
Yes, that is true. And you love that sort of stuff.
Do.
I'm not a big fan, but...
No, she always tells me to make her one, though.
I do not. Tanya said about Threads, just got on Threads, just another social media device. That's the thing, isn't it? Because we spend so much time on social media, and I enjoy a lot of social media, but it's hard, isn't it, to switch off sometimes. And I was just thinking, not another thing we've got to concentrate on. I know it's voluntary, it's not compulsory, but anyway, let's have a look. See what other questions we got. Hello from Jamie and Aine. We're on our first cruise on the voyage on the 5th of August, being glued to your updates. It looks amazing. It's a great ship. We had a great time, didn't we?
Yes.
Thoroughly enjoyed our time on board. These a bit tweaks here and there, but apart from that, we couldn't really find much that was wrong.
I'd say, yeah. That's a very good...
Threads better so far for us to get less political posts. Yeah, Twitter was a lot for that, wasn't it? Paul is saying, doorstep tuna mayo sandwich from International Cafe, especially at 2 a.m. when you've been chucked out of the Vista Lounge, because that's the late night. That's
where the disco is.
Yes.
We saw a band in the Vista Lounge once, and it was...
Oh, it's funny.
It was a man and a woman singing.
They were a good band. They could sing. There was every aspect of it was good. Yes.
They were both good singers. Musically, all the band was good. But it was quite apparent that they hated each other.
Yeah, it was.
Now, whether or not they were married, I don't know, because I remember seeing Odyssey years ago.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Odyssey years ago. Original lineup. And the original lineup, the bass player and the main singer who sung I'm a Native New Yorker, they were married, but when they were performing live, she'd be just looking at me.
Yeah, she was getting a bit frustrated, wasn't she?
And this is what this band was like in the Vista Lounge. They were great, but oh my God, I thought they were going to have a fight before the end of the night. It was almost as entertaining as the singing, wasn't it?
Yeah, the dynamics between them was just so entertaining to watch, wasn't it? We thought, oh my God.
But not in the way they'd hoped.
But fair play, they could sing well, but yeah. So let's have a look. So Lisa's here. Lisa from Calgary, where we're heading next week.
Ooh.
This week, booked group cruise. Yay! Thanks, Dan. So that's great. Let's have a look. Ali and Mark Travatel's here. So let me see you guys. Happy birthday from Sunny Lincoln.
Lincoln's lovely.
Yeah, Lincoln is lovely.
They've got a lovely cathedral.
Yeah, can't wait for the Canada shenanigans. No, nor can we. And Corinne says she hates rain neck t-shirts. Glad you're up to for a lower star. Totally agree. I just don't like having it like that, innit?
Corinne, there's no issues. There's no issues about the neck. What it was is she couldn't get into hers. I could get into mine.
I could get into it. It was a little.
So I'm not allowed to wear it.
Anyway, so let's have a look. Sherry says she loved Napoleon pastries as well. So Hawks Travers said, did anyone else wet themselves watching P&G short with a filter? P.S. Never seen Paul smile so much. I don't know if it was. Sometimes I said, oh, let's just do a little bit of an announcement of our after we'd announced it on our live about going to Canada and Alaska and Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat at all. Our niece Nat got into us. We used to send some funny messages, but there's just this one filter that you could sit together and it distorts your mouth and it distorts your voice. And we did it and we thought, let's just sit down, and we didn't have a plan what we were going to say. I said, I'll just come up with something, new answer. Anyway, and when we did it, we had to stop because at the end we were laughing so much, weren't we? But Carole, no, it's gone down very well, Hawks Travel. So thanks for bringing that up.
Carole I didn't know what she was going to say, but I knew it'd be fairly sensible. But she had no clue what I was going to say back to her. So it was So if you haven't, just check out our shorts. It's also on our reels on Instagram if you haven't seen it. So Jake's here and just said he's been a week on MSC World Europa. What a fantastic ship! The Secret Experience is great fun. I think the Secret Experience is the same as the Exchange on Marella Voyager, or similar sort of thing. Yeah. And if it's as good as the Exchange,
we thoroughly enjoyed it. So that is the sexy ship that was behind us.
It's fantastic.
Because we went to the back of obviously the Voyager. There's not a lot of outdoor backspace on the outdoor space.
There's not much outdoor space at the back of the ship.
That's it. Apart from one smoking area outside Squid and Anchor, and then you've got obviously outside Summerhouse, which is lovely. But that ship was docked behind, and it's sexy, beautiful lines, isn't it?
I put a short out. It's only like less than 10 seconds saying, is this the sexiest ship ever? And it's just a pan up of the ship. And YouTube have put a restriction on it because I've put the word sexy.
Yeah.
And I think some of the things I see on YouTube, and they've put a restriction on the video because it's sexy.
Anyway, Travel Johnny Mill said, are you issuing Paul and Carole stickers to good boys and girls on your group cruise? Yes, I've got one ready, waiting for you. Look, Johnny.
Waiting for who? I think they got no bloody chance. They keep us up till 2 in the morning drinking.
They do. Yeah, Travel Johnny Will are coming, so that should be such good fun. I think we're just gonna laugh so much this week, aren't we? It's gonna be amazing.
We need a week off after to get over.
I think so. So Brian and Jeannie here from Goonhaven in Cornwall. Oh, I don't know where that is. I didn't see that when I was away the weekend with the girls, which was great fun. Cornwall's beautiful. We went to Padstow and it's just lovely. Mind, I had Rick Stein's fish and chips. I don't know if people from UK will know the name. Rick Stein is a very famous chef, a cook, who's done lots of travel programs about his fish. And he does like a fish and chip shop. And I must say it was nice, but it wasn't the best I had. In fact, I think that
how much was it?
It was $16.95, and the fish wasn't very big. I had a glass of wine, some little curry sauce, and fish and chips. It was 27 quid. So I wouldn't rush back, But
if you want great fish and chips,
yes, go to Ambleside.
Go to the Ambleside Inn.
Yes.
In the Lake District, as recommended by Amanda.
Yes.
And it was fabulous. It was so good. I went back for another lot.
Yeah.
Not the same day. I left it a day.
Cherry's voting for V-necks or lower rounded cruisers too. Or lower rounded. She's saying I'm a rounded cruiser.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I am. Steve's asking, what's our favourite country to visit? Oh.
I think if you're going to go on the amount of times we've been there, I'd have to say Norway, because we've probably been to Norway more than...
The first country that came to my head was Greece.
Yeah.
We used to go to Greece all the time, and we haven't done it for a couple of years. And we were only talking the other day, weren't we? We need to get back to Greece because we just love Greece.
I think if it was land-based, I'd definitely say Greece. Cruise-based, thus far, it would be Norway, because that's the one we've done the most, so we must like it the most. But yeah, Greece is fantastic. I love it.
And Chris is here. So let me see. Chris just paid our full deposit for TUI Maya River Cruise. Yeah, we had a great time with TUI. on the river cruise, didn't we? Both river cruises were great. Sherry says she's never tried Marmite.
Don't try
When
it.
you come over for the group cruise, Sherry, you can try it.
Well, don't, because you don't want to fall out with people, mate. Because that's just going to be, in all fairness, because my dad loves Marmite, and when he comes on a cruise with us, he when we have breakfast, he'll be, "Oh, we've got any Marmite?" And what they usually do is rather than, because it's when you're trying to get it out of the jar,
because it's quite sticky.
Oh, it's like tarmac.
Well,
and so what they do is they do these like individual, like they do the jam sachets when you have your breakfast. Where they do a similar sort of thing.
It comes in the shape of a heart, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you either love it or hate it.
Exactly that. Connor saying, right then, commence my birthday weekend too, and also to Carole. So happy birthday, Connor. We just did our first ever cruise and anthem. Thanks for your videos. Here's a question. How do you stop this cruise addiction? You're in now.
That's it. That's it. You're done. It's a done deal now.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone's saying about V-necks and scoops. Yes. I've just been talking to Nicola today because we found another brand that's got some nice V-neck ones. So we're going to have a look at that. So, and Sherry's saying, I love the fabric with your logo. Yeah, my friend, she just did that. And I'm chuffed to bits for that. Can you imagine a nice sort of bag with all that on?
I can't.
No, Paul can't. It should be awesome. Right. Let's have a look at some more questions because time's ticking. It's 1:45 already. So Joanne's asking, we're on the Ventura in 2019. That buffet was fantastic. We're on Iona this September, going to Spain and Portugal. Can't wait. But what's the buffet like in your opinion? I didn't think Iona had the best buffet in the world. Did you? No.
I think what Iona's done well now, I think we're having this conversation because we were talking, somebody said, oh, what's better, Iona or Sky, whichever ship it was, Princess or Regal or whatever. But I think what P&O have tried to do is they try to sort of direct people in the direction of where you might have to pay a little bit for your food. Like the Keel and Cow, and I know that is it the Glass House and somewhere else, there's payable options. What I will say, what the Iona lacks in the buffet, they make up for in the Keys. Because I think the 3 outlets in the Keys, which is the fish and chip shop, the Asian fusion, and the sort of American burgery joint, is probably,
we loved it.
In my humble opinion, they're all next to each other. And that's one of the best ideas, food-wise, that I've seen on a cruise ship for many a long journey. And what you can do as well is you can mix and match. There's
it's a bit like the Voyager, isn't it, with the kitchens?
Yeah, with the kitchens.
They've just taken it to 10 different outlets instead of 3. And we quite like that concept of the food hall concept rather than the buffet. I think what the buffet did well on Iona was breakfast. They did a fantastic. If you like an English breakfast, proper thick bacon, proper bangers. If you like that stuff, then the breakfast was good. We found that in the evening the choice was okay, and the midnight buffet was just packed. We could hardly get to get anything, could we really? So
But I think I'd like to see cruise lines going away from the buffet system, and that's what I liked about the kitchens. I don't want to see people mauling stuff and and picking stuff up, putting it down again, and all that sort of stuff. And somebody said to us, "Oh, I don't like that you can't serve yourself because, what if I want more of something?" And I said, "Well, what you do, just in the style of Oliver Twist, you say, please, sir, can I have some more?"
Exactly.
And that's what they do. They won't tell you can't have any more. If you want 5 pies on your plate, they'll put 5 pies on your plate.
Just
as I can tell from experience.
But I think it's a good concept as well because I think it really does reduce the waste.
Well, it cuts down on food waste. It cuts down on the chance of catching a nasty bug while you're on there. To me,
it's a no-brainer.
The where they serve your food is a win-win situation for everybody concerned.
So Warren's saying he's a fellow Cancerian. Happy birthday, thank you. Tina, they're watching from Western Supermud.
Western Supermud, yes.
And Marina and Joe said, I can't believe Carol's at Traegermas, we missed you. Is that not far from Plymouth then? I guess it can be then.
I don't
know. Lisa's asking, could you book a few days stay in Mallorca before Mallorca? Yes, you can. You can book, they do various, you can book a 3-day or a 7-day before or after. We chose to do
both.
Or both.
or both?
I don't know if they do both when you
They'll
book
do both,
online.
mate. You mark
Well,
my
I'm sure
words.
they would.
I can't believe they're going to say no, are they?
So we did 3 days after. So and that worked brilliantly,
Yeah.
didn't it? So we really like that.
I was talking about booking stuff after. We booked the Holiday Inn for a pre-cruise stay next year. But we also wanted to stay a couple of days after the cruise because we got some friends coming over. And we couldn't book it out. We booked the pre-cruise stay on the parking, but we couldn't book the 2 days after the cruise because it was right on the cusp of the dates not being out. So I phoned back today, and for a Friday and Saturday night in May,
2024.
So next year, Friday and Saturday night in May, the woman on the phone offered me the very reasonable deal of £466 for 2 nights.
We've never paid anything like that for the Holiday Inn.
I just assumed that Jeremy Beadle was going to come walk into the room. That's another one for you Oders out there. And it's like, well, I know, yeah. Well, I mean, in all fairness, there's more chance of him walking in the room than me paying £466 to stay at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, so we're hoping that that's just a blip. There must be something on that weekend. We'll have to Google.
Well, no, because we've booked. We can get the Premier Inn for, I think it's £290.
That's still a lot for Premier,
but that's with free cancellation, or £260 without free cancellation. But we've got the Leonardo, which is a far superior hotel to the Holiday Inn.
Well, we haven't stayed there for a while, have we?
No, but they're supposed to have had a big refurb and stuff. And £120,
yeah,
cheaper.
But prices have gone a bit bananas. So yeah,
what's happening? I
know. Kath is saying hello from hot and steamy Virginia Beach. Going to Cornwall in September. Whatever favourite place is. Yeah, Cornwall's lovely. Marine Joe, best in your phone with Threads. There's no character count. Yes, true. We believe they've missed the opportunity. Yes, an edit button. That's a good point.
I wish I knew what I was talking about.
Let's have a look. Johnny is saying they only got stickers at the dentist when they were kiddies.
Well, if you're good boys, you'll get some stickers and a lollipop.
And Dave saying that my husband used 12 transfers to get from London to Southampton with our luggage in May. He had a great experience and loved his driver. Yeah, so there are different options out there. Ken said he thought it was a donkey. Oh dear. So let's have a look. So Carole's just saying thanks ever so much for all the information about Marella. You're welcome. We've got obviously in our next videos, our episode 3 is going out tomorrow. And we've got obviously over the next few weeks some more coming out. Hopefully I managed to get another one in the bag today, so we'll have to see how much I do when we're away. But if I'm not going to be spending much time working, so we might have to miss a week, but we'll just see.
Can't get the staff.
Thinking about lives actually while we're away, because next Thursday we're actually on the Rocky Mountaineer train, so I can't imagine being on a train and being in the mountains. We're going to be able to go live. But we are planning to go live when we're away, but it might just be very ad hoc. So keep an eye on our social media accounts. And obviously I'll be putting it out if we're going to go, that we might have just to make the most of the opportunities, isn't it? So we'll see. So Donna's asking about going on my first Marella cruise to Caribbean in March. Can I ask if set price at the specialty restaurant or individual?
No, with Marella,
it's set.
It's a set price. So that's what I love about the Keel and Co on Iona, is you can have whatever you want and it's individual dishes.
Yeah.
With so there's 3 specialty restaurants on Voyager, which is a Silver Fork, Surf and Turf, and Carole, which is the Asian fusion. Corala's $26.99, $31.99 for Surf and Turf, $34 or $35.99
for Silver Fork,
which, in our humble opinion, is very overpriced.
Yeah,
it should be the same price, or
Surf and Turf,
or a little bit cheaper than Surf and Turf. Well, in our humble opinion, it is.
I thought it was. The food was excellent.
Yeah,
I thought it was on the par of Surf and Turf, but I didn't feel it was worth more.
But it was not worth more,
because the Silver Fork, if you want to use the taster menu, it's actually $46, which we thought that's just too much.
But then somebody was saying that they did Le Petit Chef on Celebrity, and it was about $80 a head or something.
Is it that much?
Yeah, it's like gone bonkers.
It wasn't. We did that and really enjoyed it, didn't we? But there wasn't that much then. We wouldn't have paid that, would we? Because
I know the cruise companies did it as well. Maybe they can sort of shed some light on that as well.
Maybe it's in a group, but what's the Facebook group called? It's just Paul and Carol's Group Cruise. John, send me a message on any social media, and I will. If you've booked, Dan should have sent you an email with a link on it, but just send me a message and I will get it. And then what's happening is Dan's accepted, because we've had a few people try to get into the Facebook group that haven't booked.
Naughty. Yeah. So the upshot is, if you haven't booked, you can't go on the Facebook group. Is that right?
That's right. Dan's asking you for your booking number on, and then he'll accept you in the group.
And just, we got more famous names though, because John Herbert was a Grand Prix driver.
Well, and a high street shop in Chepstow.
Oh, I didn't know that. And, and Dave Holland, I can't believe I haven't brought this up, was the former drummer of Judas Priest. So we've now got Jerry Capstick, who looks like the lead singer of Judas Priest, and we've got Dave Holland, who was the drummer. So we've nearly we're 50% the way of having a Judas Priest tribute band.
Oh, Collison, Polly isn't drinking Thatcher's. There's something wrong in the world.
She wouldn't let me.
No. Kevin's saying, just checked your flights on time. Yes. Oh, so that's good.
Well, we don't even know if we got a seat yet.
Yeah, the only thing we said, because we're doing it's in a group, it's an escorted tour with Titan Travel, which we booked through Dan. You don't get given your seats on the plane, and that's freaked us out a little bit, actually, hasn't it? Because you've got seats, but you don't get the numbers. And I'm thinking, if we don't get what we want, we'll be, or not what we want, sitting together, I'll be a bit miffed. But I'm sure people that have gone on it, and Dan said people that have gone on this type of holiday, they've had no issues whatsoever. So I think we're just overthinking things. We're very much like, we booked a flight, we're going to book our seats because we like these seats and we don't want to be crawling over people to get out. So anyway, look, it's going. Let's have a look at questions. So lots of things about coach travel in the comments. Let's see. And so they're going to book the group cruise as well. That's brilliant. So Dick's just asking what happens if you're on a cruise and require emergency medical attention. Well, I can answer that from experience because I used to work as a nurse on a cruise ship. Basically, they have a full hospital setup on cruise ships. There'll be a minimum of 2 nurses and 1 doctor, depending on the ship. And on the bigger ships, there'll be 3 doctors, 4 nurses, and depends if they have dialysis, depends if they have what facilities they offer. They'll have more specialized nurses on board. So they're equipped to deal with anything. So, and if you get taken to the infirmary and you need to be airlifted off, or you need to have to be transferred, you'll either be taken off by the pilot boat, if that's a possibility, or you'll be airlifted off, or sometimes the ship will go back till it's closer to shore to enable safe transfer of that passenger. So yeah, so don't worry. The other thing we just say is that's why people still to this day travel without insurance, and I don't get that, because that's just crazy.
You must be mad.
So let's see here. Oh, hello from South Gloucestershire. Yate. You can't wait to go on the Marella voyage. The only thing I'm worried about is the food. Is the food and alcohol as good as it looks? Yes, it is. Yes.
Definitely. My ever-expanding waistline will attest to that.
Yes. We've been good since we've been back. Haven't we?
We have, yeah.
Done really well, actually. We feel like we've lost a few pounds. I'd weigh myself, but Paul got on the weighing scales and broke it.
It said 1 at a time and then it died.
It did. Lots of Marmite lovers in here. Look, Yvonne and
I'm getting very concerned
John.
About this group cruise.
Marmite and spread cheese. Oh, that would work, yeah. And Marmite and chips. Mike's watching from California. Tina's saying P&O quite strict on check-in. So, and Gavin saying he doesn't like Marmite, but loves Vegemite.
So Marmite's never made it into a word of a song, but Vegemite has. Right then, Google, Claire.
Oh, I even know that.
What song's that?
Yes, it's going on my head. Ken Goes Cruise is saying P&O getting ready to times today. We've only done 37 P&O.
Oh, I told you it was a load, didn't it?
2 more booked. Catherine saying definite layers for Alaska yet. Oh, Morris does like a sausage sandwich. You like a sausage sandwich? Sausage and brown sauce.
Oh, it's a good old banger, though.
So let's have a look. David Webb, also known as Jason Bourne. Is that a film reference?
Well, David Webb's a former Chelsea player.
Oh.
And at the end of one of the Bourne films, they say your actual real name. Do you know, I didn't know if it was David Webb, but I'm not going to correct you, but I think it was something like David Webb, yeah, which was Jason Bourne's real name. So Jason Bourne was not only a trained assassin and a former Chelsea footballer, he's also a follower of our lives.
Top tip of the moment, use a spoon for a stock in a stew or casserole. Yes, I do that. Yes, that's a good. And Kevin said you threw the slug over the neighbour's garden. So let's see. Is the group's cruise for patrons? No, it's not, Lorna. It's for everyone. So at the moment, the first people to book were the patrons and YouTube members. At the moment, Dan's sorting through all our newsletter subscribers that filled in the pre-registration form. But from the 7th, it's open to the general public. So anyone can book. So if you want to join us, then please do. Natalie's here. How's the light? I made it back from work in time to watch. Nat and Al, Nat's our nephew. Nat's not our nephew. She's our niece. And Al's our nephew-in-law. They come and put, we've got a little veranda in the garden. They come and put a lovely light, a sort of Victorian type light that I bought. And it's working fab, isn't it, Pauline?
It is fabulous. We might go and enjoy it after this live.
We might do that. Ken saying he remembers the cheeseburger pie.
I mean, I know I'm sure I've said this before, but when a cheeseburger pie to me conjures up what it should be is a cheeseburger. I'm not saying it should still be in the bread roll because that'd be bonkers, but it should be a cheeseburger encased in pastry. That's a cheeseburger pie. You have a cheeseburger pie on Sky, and all it is just like a minced beef pie. I'm not aware of any sort of cheese in it, and it was bizarre. It was just disappointing. Just to cut through that thing and see a cheeseburger inside, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, and Dave saying that's Paul, that was our secret. Kevin saying yes. If you go to our, thanks Kevin, more information on the group cruise. If you go to our website, it's all there. So let's just have a look. Oh, is Jake the first one to get it right, Paulie? Looks like it. Jake's got Men at Work. That's the right one. And Corinne said, I'm come from the land down under.
I'm trying to
I'm sure I was waiting for Claire. Yes.
Men at Work down
Wasn't
under.
paying attention, trying to watch tennis at the same time. Come on, Claire.
The line is, he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
That's it. Right. So I think we've got to...
That's it.
What?
Answering my random question that I threw out. That
Bridget's saying you could do your lives in the hotel room. Yes, that's what we're planning to do. I'll be doing gold level on the Mountaineer. No, and the reason we're not doing that is because it was fully booked where we booked. So we've got silver. So to compensate from having silver on the Mountaineer, that's why we booked the Neptune suite on the cruise, wouldn't it? Because I thought
that the money we saved on not doing the gold on the Rocky Mountaineer,
I don't think it was that much,
would pay for it. And then I was feeling in quite a sort of flippanty type mood, and I just, Dan, just put us in the Neptune suite. And then I found out it's cost us about $3.5 grand more.
But I'm sure it'll be worth it after watching Gary's experience in Neptune
I might not even come
so we just blame Gary.
Yeah, it's Gary's fault. Yeah.
So and Dick's got it too, and he's even got some. So he must have a special prize because he's even got little symbols in there. And
but do we know that if that's to the tune of the song?
Well,
of course we don't, because we can't read music. I got a job to read. I got a job to read words, let alone music.
Frank Jenner asked, "Do you like peanut butter?" I wonder if that's the thing in the UK. Paul loves peanut butter. I don't mind it. I find it's a bit dry and a bit crunchy, and I know you can get smooth, but I find that a bit worse.
This is very random now. Obviously, we've gone over our hour, but I'm going to say this. I prefer peanut butter if it's on toast, and I don't know why it is. I find it in a sandwich on its own, it's a little bit clacky. Yeah, that's a strange word that people might not understand. But if you put some jam in it, or jelly, as you Americans say,
yes, peanut butter and jelly,
that is a winner chicken dinner.
It is. But anyway, on the peanut note, on the peanut butter note, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us. We will be. What's that? But it's claggy. Yes. Yeah, claggy.
So,
We will be with you at some time next week live. So just keep an eye on our socials, and we will be putting it on our YouTube channel. If you want to make sure that you don't miss anything, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, because some people say, I'm subscribed, and when they check, they aren't. So do check that you've hit the subscribe button. There's a bell next to it. So just make sure you click that bell and put all notifications on, because then if we do a live, it's a if we do a live, then you'll get a notification. So, but we're planning to, but it might be at some random times. So thanks ever so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. We love doing our lives, don't we, Carole? It's been a fun hour as always. Don't forget, we got our next episode of Marella Voyage going out tomorrow at 6 p.m. So make sure you watch that too, and we will be in touch very soon.
Yeah, cheers all.
Yes, thank you very much.